What is going on, Thumbthumbs? This is Thumbbrother 2, bringing you guys our final LDL Little Cup off-season playoffs battle against Matt and the Winnipeg Jellicent. Now, Matt completely has clinched playoffs at this point unless I absolutely destroy him, and we have a good chance to go to the finals against Matt ourselves, so this is looking to be a very, very exciting battle. Once again, my apologies for the playoffs having to be post-com and very, very low and subtle. Like you guys can see, it's now near 3 o'clock in the morning. I have a flight in less than 2 hours, so definitely leave a like down below for your boy putting in the hard work before a trip, making sure that you guys have all the quality content out there as we go on. Let's go ahead and jump into this battle. As we do see, Matt has Piplup, the Binnacle, the Mareep, the super scary Bidoof, the Archin, and the Wimpod, while I have Roggenrola, Krogunk, Talo, Timber, Horsey, and Cleffa. So none of my fire types are actually brought this week, or this time around, which I thought was really, really interesting. Very, very hard choice to make for sure, because those are both Growlithe and Houndour are one of my top hitting mons, each of them. But I'm gonna go ahead and lead with Roggenrola here, as he's gonna go ahead and lead with the Pingu, the Piplup. Now, figuring that he might go ahead and go for rocks, I'm going to go ahead and just switch right out into something that could really lay on the offense here. And if you wanted to go for the water type move, I had Atlas here to go ahead and dry skin that up, but he's just going to go ahead and set up that stealth rocks. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go for the fake out here. Or the Super Fang, my apologies, thinking that he was going to switch into Archin or something like that. So we're going to do 50% to him, of course, and he's actually going to show that he has Drill Peck here, but we are very bulky Eviolite set, which is really, really nice against this thing. As we do see, even that super effective hit did not do too much, but Atlas does not want to take another one of those. So I'm going to go ahead and switch right out into Bismal or Cleffa, and he's going to eat that up all day long. I love you, Bismal. Piplup's going to switch out right onto that Bidoof, and this is where things got really, really scary. I'm going to go ahead and go for that Shockwave to get some good damage off against a Piplup, but now here comes the Swords Dance against this Bidoof here, and with Simple, it's actually now at +4, and of course my whole plan with any setup mons is just have a mon in that can Toxic it at all times, and that's definitely what I've been able to do pretty much every single time. Every setup mon I've faced in Little Cup, I've either been able to burn or I can Toxic. As we do see that +4 Swords Dance is going to go ahead and do a whole lot of damage to me, but I'm actually able to go ahead and Encore the Bidoof into the Quick Attack here, giving me a nice switch into my Roggenrola after Bismal does, which my Bismal will be able to stick around for a little bit longer. But here comes Rosetta here. Even at +4, this Bidoof isn't really going to be doing a whole lot to us, as we do see that Quick Attack lay into Rosetta, and we're eating that up all day, which is super nice, because now this gives me the opportunity to set up my own rocks or go on the offensive, and he's actually going to go ahead and withdraw that Bidoof, as he goes ahead and sends in Rock Lobster, which is this Archin. But I'm going to go ahead and go for the Stone Edge. I land it, surprisingly, and we're able to get up a powerful knockoff. It was a good read on our part, going on the offensive here with Roggenrola instead of getting our rocks up. But here he goes into the Binnacle, the nice and shiny Binnacle, and here comes the Shell Smash once again. Or no, he's actually going to go straight for that Earthquake. I could have sworn he went for Shell Smash here, but no, he's going to go on the offensive, get the knockout on our Rosetta, which is highly unfortunate, needless to say, but at the same time, you know, we were able to take out the Archin with it, which is really nice. But here comes Mini Gains. Mini Gains is looking really, really powerful this week, you guys, against his team, as he's going to go ahead and go for the Razor Shell, and he misses. And I'm going to actually go for the Bulk Up. This Bulk Up set with Eviolite was so much fun to run, as it just allowed the longevity of Timber to actually be seen, as this Razor Shell now goes ahead and connects, and we see just how little damage that actually does, as I get up another Bulk Up. So I'm now at +2 attack, +2 defense with Thunder Punch on this thing, might I add. So where I'm actually going to go ahead and go for the Mach Punch here, because at this point I almost was able to knock him out, but he actually has the Focus Sash, and he goes for another Razor Shell, which is highly unfortunate for us, because that's just more damage I really didn't want on Mini Gains. But you know, we're still at +2/+2. Mach Punch is going to be able to do the work and pick up the kill. and right now we are looking really fine here, as Paul is going to be sent back in here, going to want to go for the quick attack to try and finish us off, but unfortunately with the +2 defense, that's not going to be able to do enough, as we do see that Muck Punch firing right back and picks up the knockout on the Bidoof. So the potential sweeper for Matt is gone, and now comes in Alaxis, who is going to be this Mareep, which is really nice, because I'm going to go ahead and get off a powerful knockoff. Get rid of any item that it has, as it looks like it was Light Clay, and Matt's gonna go on the offensive and just go ahead and finish off my Timber. So Light Clay means no screens for him, and I really risked it here as I went into Tilo Green, and unfortunately I was not a Specs Moonburst, or I wasn't special, I was physical. I was a physical Guts. So I went ahead and went for the Brave Bird because the U-turn wasn't doing enough, and I did, like I said, I had the Flame Orb on me to do Guts, but unfortunately Static activates at the worst time. It could have activated for Timber, and I would have loved it because we got Guts there as well. But Tilo Green unfortunately ends up being paralyzed here, which really cripples it. We still have Guts, but it's just not as fast now. This Wimpod now comes in, and it actually goes straight for the Frustration, which is highly unfortunate, as we do see Tilo Green actually ends up being paralyzed this turn, and with Frustration, this Wimpod honestly does a heck of a lot of work. Like, needless to say, you do see how much damage that did there, and if I had been able to get off the Brave Bird, the Wimpod would have been down. However, we play how we have to play. But now here comes my Horsey. My Horsey is Waterium Z here. He's going to go ahead and go straight for the Frustration. And I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Surf, try and knock him into that emergency exit range. As we do see, though, this is a very bulky Wimpod, so it just does not do enough. And wanting to preserve my Horsey for the end game, because I felt like it really could put in a lot of work even against the Piplup, I'm going to go ahead and actually just sack off my Cleffa here to get a clean switch into another Mon. And that Mon, of course, is going to be my what's it called? My Atlas, our Krogunk. And being so bulky and offensive as we are, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can fake it out, this Wimpod, into the emergency exit range. But Matt actually goes ahead and goes right out into Pingu, so this Pingu is going to go ahead and take the fake out damage. Which is actually really good in the long run, because now that puts Pingu right in the perfect spot to be knocked out by the Poison Jab. I think it was a roll, but I think it was mainly in my favor, as we go ahead and pick up the knockout here with that Poison Jab, and things are looking really good, my friends, as Gerald, the Wimpod, is the only thing left, and knowing that it's extremely slow, I'm going to go ahead, well, actually, it outspeeds me, but we're bulky here. We go ahead and live it, and we're able to get off another Poison Jab and pick up the knockout on the Wimpod. And your Salt Lake City Swamperts finish the playoffs with 3-1 against all of our opponents. We finished the top out of the playoffs, and we are heading to the finals. However, our opponent is going to be Matt in the Winnipeg Jellicent once again, so we definitely have to bring our A game, and you better believe I'm going to be live recording that one for you guys to make sure you guys get the best content to the end of a very fun offseason for us. I really want the title now. Even though I said it was for fun, but since we're right there, I really want that title, because Little Cup was my season. Little Cup is something I've always wanted to have done in LDL, and dang it, I'm going to have this season. That's going to do it for me, you guys. Thank you so much for watching all of my Little Cup playoff battles. If you liked it, and if you are new, definitely subscribe, as I try and post Pokemon content like this all the time. But I'm going to get up out of here. I got to finish uploading all these videos to make sure you guys have awesome content while I'm gone. This is Thumbbrother 2, and I'm out of here.